Cody Gakpo has officially joined Liverpool Football Club, and for me, this is really good business from Liverpool Football Club. I think the fee is very good. It says it's about 37.5 million, and if you want to bring in add-ons to it, it's going to go up to about 44, 45 million. Maybe some of the Liverpool fans in the comments can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But listen, as far as I'm concerned, this is really good and astute business from Liverpool Football Club, and it shows their intent moving forward. Obviously, you're looking at this top four race, and as it stands, Liverpool are sucked into this top four race. At the start of their season, their ambition would very much have been to compete with Manchester City for the Premier League and Arsenal now. Obviously, Arsenal doing a great job. I'll do more videos on Arsenal. But unfortunately, with the way it's worked out and performances being below par in the first half of the season, they're in a top four race. And this top four race is probably better and more exciting than any top four race we've had for a long, long time. You're looking at 5 clubs essentially fighting for 2 positions. Because as far as I'm concerned, City and Arsenal are going to have 2 of those top 4 positions. So you've got 2 left, 3rd and 4th, which will go between Tottenham, Chelsea, United, Liverpool, and now Newcastle. We need to put some respect on Newcastle. So how are you going to give yourself an advantage in a top 4 race when everybody is kind of doing okay? You know, everyone's sort of dropping points here and there. Some teams doing better than others. Obviously, Newcastle have had an exceptional start to the season. They don't look like slowing down post-World Cup. I mean, Chelsea, they look like doing business right now. We've got an Enzo Fernandez video coming out very soon about him to Chelsea. They look like they mean business. We know Tom Bowley has the money. Man United seem to have found a bit of form. They look a lot better than they used to. And Tottenham are kind of doing Tottenham's thing. They're a bit of a different story altogether, but they're still going to be in the mixer. Now, Liverpool, obviously, they bought their original shiny new toy in Darwin Nunez in the summertime. They spent 85 to 100 million. I'm not sure what the actual fee is. I get told so many different numbers as to how much Darwin Nunez costed. But listen, they got him with the idea that he was going to be the bagsman. Now listen, Liverpool fans, don't come at me in the comments. This is not me for one sec saying I think Darwin Nunez is an entire flop and it's going to be like that the whole way through his career at Liverpool. I think Darwin Nunez will come through. I think he will come good and he'll have his role in the team. He's a chaotic player. He causes most back fours an untold amount of problems, but his problem is his own personal problem. He doesn't put the ball in the back of the net quite enough. I mean, at the time of recording this video, they'd just beaten Leicester 2-1 thanks to 2 own goals. And Darwin Nunez played really well, but he didn't hit the back of the net. So Klopp is probably looking at this situation going, right, we're creating all these chances. Salah's scoring a fair few. Nunez gets the odd 1 or 2. You have Luis Diaz who's injured now. Diogo Jota who's injured now. We need some more firepower. If we want to get that top 4 position, this is what Klopp will be saying, we need some more firepower, someone who'll put the ball in the back of the net. And listen, Cody Gakpo is probably a dream of Jurgen Klopp. He's the kind of player we know Jurgen Klopp likes, a versatile player who can play an array of areas across the front 3. We've seen Jurgen Klopp do this with so many players in the past. He'll put them through the middle, either wing. The only one who's really been in a set position ever is Mohamed Salah, and even still we've seen him through the middle the odd time. So to have a player in Cody Gakpo who can play both on the left and through the middle is Klopp's dream. And listen, I was just looking at Cody Gakpo's stats for the last sort of 12 months before I hit record here. He's got 21 goals last season and 15 assists in the Dutch Eredivisie. Now, listen, you can talk crap about the Eredivisie all you want and say, listen, the Premier League's a different story. And I agree with you. But there's no denying that this guy can score goals. He can score goals. And he'll take some of that goal-scoring responsibility off Darwin Nunez and he'll chip in with them too. I mean, 15 assists, it shows he's a creative player. I watched him at the World Cup. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and say I know a huge amount about Cody Gakpo. I don't. I'm basing what I think of him purely off what I saw at the World Cup and these stats I've got in front of me. I've never watched a huge amount of the Dutch league. And at the World Cup, he scored goals. He looked like a number 9 to me, and he was probably their biggest threat going forward, Cody Gakpo. So listen, in terms of business, 37.5 million is a great deal. They've nabbed him from right under the noses of their top 4 rivals, Man United. I mean, that's left Man United in a bit of a scramble, hasn't it? What do they do now? He was their main guy. As far as they were concerned, that was done deal. United fans were saying, right, where's he going to fit into our team? How are we going to move going forward? Because they thought Cody Gakpo was their player. And then out of nowhere, bang, Liverpool say he's ours. Nah, he's ours. So I don't know where it leaves Man United. They're going to have to look maybe down the Felix route. Do they want an out-and-out striker? I don't think there's many fantastic out-and-out strikers in the world right now that will be attainable, especially at a good price. And we also know that Manchester United, they don't have a huge amount of money. I've seen some people saying that they have, in terms of budget for January and maybe even summer, something like 23 to 25 million. This is transfer budget, including wages. So they don't have a huge amount of money to play with. This was the guy they had to get. They didn't have the money to get the deal done snappy. And just before they thought they had it done, Liverpool, who clearly have ambitions of securing top 4, came in with the money that PSV wanted, and it was obviously an offer that Cody Gakpo was really excited about. So I think this is going to give Liverpool a massive boost in terms of the top four race. I think it may help them in the Champions League. I know, of course, they face Real Madrid, very tough test. Who knows? Maybe Gakpo could help bring them along the way. I personally wouldn't be surprised now if we see Gakpo end up at the end of the season with more goals than Darwin Nunez, because I don't know with Darwin Nunez. Does he get into his own head too much? Is it when he misses one, does it affect his confidence for the rest of the game? Because, like I said, the time of recording, his last 3 games, he easily could have had a hat trick and he didn't score at all, but he still kind of has an okay game, doesn't he? He causes defenders a huge amount of problems. So I don't know. I think I would stick with Darwin Nunez. I see why Klopp continues to pick him. But if Gakpo comes in straight away and starts scoring goals, I don't know where it leaves Nunez. I mean, maybe Liverpool fans, you can get down in the comments and let me know where you think it's all going to work out, who's going to play well, or who's going to play where, I should say. I mean, when all players are back fit and healthy for Liverpool, they're in a pretty good position, aren't they? I mean, their midfield is where the weakness is. We know who they're targeting in that area of the pitch. But you're looking at a situation whereby they have Diaz, Jota, Nunez, Firmino, Salah. Could you throw Harvey Elliott in there? I don't know, maybe. They're looking strong. They look like they're building for the future. They're linked with Caicedo as well. We know they want Jude Bellingham. I think they're showing ambition, and it's probably the right thing to do right now in terms of this season, is bring in someone who will add those goals that they're struggling with. Because listen, like I said at the time of recording of tonight or this video, they were saved by your man Wout Face. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, who scored 2 own goals and they got their 3 points. So they need someone who's going to finish those chances. Anyways, listen, do me a massive favor if you would and leave a like on this video. It helps the channel massively. It really does. And we're on the road to 5K. I wanted to start doing some more content around other clubs. I know we've got a lot of Big Six viewership here, and not all of you support Manchester City. So I might as well give my thoughts here. Obviously, Joe and Dara and Luke, they'll create content with me too, but I don't mind coming on my own and talking about these things. So listen, like the video, subscribe, help us on the road to 5K, and we'll see you with another video very soon. Good night and God bless.
Listen to your heart, tell me who you wanna be. We can always start to